Hi my dear Scorpios, welcome to my channel. My name is Ella and today we're going to be doing your July 2019 love tarot prediction. So watch this if you're sun, moon or rising in the sign of Scorpio. Also if you're ascendant ruler or Venus in the sign of Scorpio, it can resonate as well. You can figure out what works best for you. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that we have a love webinar that's going to be happening June 30th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested in joining, please make sure to check out the description box. We are going to be discussing how and when you will be probably meeting a significant love connection. Also, what is the worst and best time period for you in love, what to look for, what you can do about it. Again, check out the description box for all this information. And another announcement, we also have our 1-year anniversary special sale only going to be happening until July 4th, so make sure you check out the newly added specials. We added only for anniversary. We're not going to be keeping them after this time goes, so check them out. And anyway guys, let's get started. For all my Scorpios, let's see. We're gonna start with Lenormand to see just any kind of interesting message we have for you Scorpios. I'm excited, as you guys know I'm Scorpio rising, Scorpio dominant. Wow, actually Libra just got this card as well. A choice that needs to be made. A lot of choices, and interesting. We also have here Coffin, and we have here Moonlight. Actually, not Moonlight, it's called the Stars, this card. This is very, very powerful and significant energy because, again, this card here can represent to me eclipses that are coming our way and also choices that you need to make probably in the month of July about your life as a whole. Number 22 could be important for you. You could be 22 maybe, or you could be life path 22, or you could also, 22 could be important date here. What's even more here important is that, like, first of all, yes, there is some kind of choice you're going to be making. But this card, actually, it's interesting, they came together because the Coffin has to do with endings, beginnings, initiation. This is your, actually, if I would say, if there is a Lenormand card associated with Scorpio, I would say this would be this card, because it is very 8th house kind of energy. It's about endings, initiation, new beginnings. And this card actually has to do with stars, creation, a powerful new beginning. So I think for you, depending also on the choices that you're going to be making, there is going to be an important, it's almost like, you know how there is usually one chapter ends and another chapter closes, and usually you can feel this energy shift. There is it doesn't happen all the time in our life, even though there is, especially for Scorpios, I guess, mini endings, mini new beginnings happening all the time, constantly. But then also there is these moments when you know that just some kind of important event happens. You either meet somebody very important, or you go somewhere where, you know, a new chapter in your life starts. Like, this is gonna be one of those moments, and I'm kind of, you know, I'm curious what it can be, even though I kind of have already a couple of ideas what it could be. It's gonna be a major, and I'm not saying this is like, oh, it's a major transformation, you know, like, even though it sounds like that maybe, but I do feel it personally, being a Scorpio rising, that there is a sense of that a chapter is closing, important chapter really, and it's almost like it's sad a little bit about, because, like, you know, we sometimes we don't appreciate where we are like, oh, whatever, I want that next thing, I want this and this and that, but then when you know that this energy comes to an end, you're like, oh dude, I'm gonna miss it. So that could be that energy as well. But more important here is also that the new important powerful creation is going to be taking place. This is card of the stars. And then we're going to peek a little bit into this Lenormand card, because I still, like, I'm very new at reading Lenormand, as much as I love tarot very well, but it's interesting. Literally, the book says, this is the house of beginnings and endings. With the death of a star comes great brilliance. So it's almost like it's a death of a star, and it's interesting because Coffin is there as well. So it's almost like a chapter, something ends, so that something beautiful could be born, so that you could create something beautiful. And I think it's all gonna start right after you're gonna make that choice. What choice you're gonna make? Let's take just one last card here from the Lenormand, because I'm curious. Anything else we need to know? Ooh, we have here, it's interesting, we have here these two cards. One card here talks about cutting off the old, and this card right here talks about transition. So it's, you know, it's like, it's again the same energy that we just seen. So something from the past, I think, is gonna end. You're gonna make that choice. Probably it's gonna be associated with eclipses, and the new beginning, a transition really towards a new beginning. Like, after this choice, there is some kind of transition from the old to the new is going to be taking place. This is very important energy, and I'm just gonna Google something very quick. Let's see, I just want to see the date of the eclipse because I don't remember it, frankly. Eclipses, July 2019. So the eclipses are going to be July 2nd, July 16, 17, and in July of 2019. So it's going to be an important time period for you, and I think it has to do with that. There's going to be a sense of transition. Some of you might even choose to move, because again, for Scorpio, Cancer, and Capricorn, it's 3rd and 9th house. So it could affect you in a way like where you could travel or go somewhere. Anyway, let's look now with the tarot. What do we have for the month of July for all my Scorpios? Okay, first card we have here 4 of Cups. We have here 5 of Swords. This 5 of Swords been coming up a lot, 4 of Wands, even in my own reads for myself, the High Priestess. We have here 8 of Cups. We have here 10 of Swords. And we have here Ace of Cups. Wow, this is beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. To be honest, the way I feel this 5 of Swords energy, it has to do with the 5th sign, right? Could be 5th house or 5th sign. So it could be either Pisces or it could be a Leo. Because for Scorpio, if you take rising, it would be either the 5th house or the 5th sign, which is either Pisces for Scorpio is the 5th house or Leo. I feel like for a lot of you who've been waiting on something to happen, with a 5 of Swords there is this feeling of like, whatever, I'm not waiting on this anymore. Just because like there was just so much, I feel like, energy invested here into something that I feel like some of you guys are gonna be like, I'm done. And why I was saying that it's such major energy as well is because for a lot of you it's been happening for many years, for many months, for many years. And now when I said that this chapter is ending, there's one chapter closing, another starting, maybe it's even related to that. For others who not resonating with the situation, it could be just there is an end of you wasting your time. This could be connected not necessarily even to love. This could be connected to other things in your life where you feel like you've been waiting, you've been not really proactively, you know, working with whatever is around you. You, I feel like, also going to be done here. Maybe you will even choose to cut off some kind of people or situations which were toxic for you, where let's say you were feeling you're not getting what you deserve, but maybe you've been feeling like, you know what, I gotta be nice anyway, but whatever. I feel like for a lot of you, you're gonna be choosing to cut off whatever toxic energy was there, and I do feel like it's gonna result, you know, with the High Priestess and the 4 of Wands, you are gonna move towards a much happier and much better place and much better state of affairs, if you will. I feel like with the High Priestess, you intuitively know what's going on. You intuitively have this feeling about what's gonna happen, what you need to do, in which direction you need to move here. You know, like a lot of you have this inner knowing. And with the 4 of Wands also, some of you could be finding a new home, possibly new settlement, just somewhere you feel at peace and good with yourself. It could also be that there's going to be a union taking place, a relationship, marriage for some people even, that is very spiritual in nature. The foundation of this relationship is very spiritual. I do feel like before this fully happens and fully takes place, there's going to be some pain as well that needs to be faced, because with the 8 of Cups there is somebody here who is moving away, who is moving on from some situation. Maybe it's even going to take place during the eclipses. And I think these eclipses and this full moon and new moon are the opposite of the signs they were either in December or January, where there was also major energy shift as well. So maybe this will finally conclude the situation. For a lot of you, this is going to be the very last time you cry over a situation. So even though it is still kind of like a little bit, you know, sad, because still like tears come in and pain comes back here, at the same time it feels like this is the very last time I have ever cried about this, or I have ever felt pain about this. And in a way, like, I don't want to say like enjoy your pain, because it sounds weird, right, unless you know you are into that, but it's more like when you let it out, when you say that for some people final goodbye or final just transition from something, let yourself feel everything you feel. Channel it into something if you can. For some of you, you're not even gonna feel pain or cry. You're just gonna accept some kind of ending of something, ending of a phase. Because guess what happens when an ending takes place? There's a new beginning. Nothing ever fully ends. There's always a cycle. So just when we let go of something, there is immediately something beautiful being born here. And for you, Ace of Cups could be a new love. For some people, it's going to be a new chapter with a person you already know, but for most people, it's going to be something new. I do feel the person you're going to be connecting with is going to be quite spiritual, or at least be more on the same page than whoever you were connecting with before. With a Temperance card, it could be person who has Sagittarius, or it could be also somebody from faraway land, somebody you could meet also while traveling, or also somebody that literally this Jupiter in Sagittarius has brought you. So there could be an element of healing with this relationship also taking place, something related to healing, something related to deeper like sexuality, even healing sexuality, tantric sexuality, something of that nature, because this is 8th house here. So congratulations, Scorpio. It is a bit of a bittersweet feeling here, but I feel like it's good though. Like, it is exactly what you need. It's not that it's, I don't want to ever make that reading which is the best reading you have ever had, and neither do I want to say like gloom and doom, all that. I feel like it's not a good nor a bad, it's exactly what you need. This feels perfect. Like, actually it makes a lot of sense to me, this energy here. I myself even resonate with it. Things are exactly gonna be how they need to be, and I feel like maybe for a lot of you guys been struggling to accept some things, maybe been even resistant to new things. And I feel like in the months of July 2019, with all of this eclipses, with all of this, choices that you're going to be making, this energy is going to shift. And again, when this card literally says when one star dies, a lot of beautiful new things are being born. It says again, what does it say, this card? Because it's beautiful how it reads. So with the death of a star comes great brilliance. So it's almost like one star here dies, but you see all this million tiny little beautiful stars. Let's see, my dear Scorpio, who is this you're going to be connecting with in the months of July? Is this a new person? We have here the Tower. We have here 5 of Pentacles. Not a great start, but let's see. We have here the Star. And we have here King of Pentacles at the bottom. So for some of you, person you're going to be connecting with could have strong Mars and Pluto in their chart. They could also be in our sign, Taurus, for Capricorn. I do feel like this Tower energy has already taken place in your life. Something of great distraction, something where you felt a lack. And yet there is somebody who came in and sort of like showed you another way. Somebody who came in and made you smile again. Somebody who came into your life and brought light into your darkness, even, because this energy to me is pretty dark. You've been in this place, some of you, for a while, and suddenly you meet a person who just brings light to you again, brings hope to you again, brings faith even into your life again. You just feel like you are, you wake up and you feel good and you smile and you dream and you fantasize, and there's all these positive energies that comes when you have a connection with someone, who is more healing to you rather than draining. So I would just say, if you feel somebody comes with this energy into your life, let them in. Because there is somebody here who, I think it could be a past life connection, maybe for some of you. Or maybe it's just something that the divine itself has brought into your life, because they've seen how much pain you've had, they've seen how much you've struggled, you felt like a lot of it, you didn't deserve this. Maybe it was true even, maybe it's, we don't know necessarily why things had to happen the way they did, but it's almost like the healing and the love that you've been dreaming about, there is an opportunity for that. Universe could send you somebody like that if you are open to it. If it's not coming in the form of a person, it could be just an energy that comes in some other form. I don't know, it could be many different things. But this energy definitely is going to be coming towards you. Beautiful. Let's take actually a few more cards for any advice for the Scorpios for the months of July. We have here 9 of Wands. We have here 4 of Swords. We have here the Empress, very beautiful cards. We also have here 3 of Pentacles. Oh my god, I'm excited to interpret this one for you actually. So first message that I've heard, very important, is You Scorpios been, I think, in the past few months, maybe because even of all the turmoil that's been happening in your personal life, I think you guys been working very, very hard on things, working very, very hard. And with the Nine of Wands, I do feel like some of you could be feeling a little bit more drained, a little bit more tired. Also because Mars was in the sign of Cancer. I'm not sure in July is it going to be still in Cancer, but for a while Mars been transitioning through the Cancer sign, and Mars in Cancer is what's known in debilitation. Usually it makes you more emotional, it makes you a little bit more moody, energy level up and down and stuff like that. So what they say is just rest, you know, with the Four of Swords here. Take some time to rest, take some time to heal. You may be feeling like maybe there's worries about finances, about other things. You're feeling like you gotta push yourself, you gotta go that extra mile, and it's all good. You could do these things, but make sure that first you rest, you know, before you go and, you know, take over the world or whatever. And what's also interesting here, we have this energy of the Empress, and the energy of the Empress is being, you know, very connected to nature, being connected to creativity, being connected to your feminine essence, and drawing things in. Like, let people help you. You don't have to do all this hard work by yourself. Let, you know, people take care of you. Like, let people help you. Be a little bit more in that receptive state. And also because we have here Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like you need to take time also to not just do things that you feel like you have to do because it's important for your work, for your business, for you, because it's important for you to survive, to do all these things. But they say is that, you know, take a step back, you know, relax a little bit. Also with the Empress card here, allow other people help you, allow other people to take care of you. Be a little bit more also in your feminine energy when you draw things in, when you don't have to work necessarily that hard. Just like let people, you know, help you, let people be there for you. And with the Three of Pentacles here, this is also about creativity, a creative project, something that you like to do, not because you have to, not because you have to pay your bills or whatever, but because you're purely enjoying that. Try to connect to this energy of just creation. It will help you to balance yourself, to regain your confidence, to be more, you know, in this flow. And don't forget to take rest in the month of July, because again, Mars and Cancer have been probably like a bit draining, energy level up and down, and it's okay. Just, you know, make sure you rebalance yourself. So you guys are going to be, whatever creative work you're doing is going to be amazing. But again, don't forget to take rest first. Don't forget to allow people to help you. Make sure you take care of yourself. And anyway, Scorpios, let's see what the angels have to say for the month of July. Okay, interesting. We have here card yes, in the near future, and if you believe. So what I'm feeling from this card is that you are gonna be, yes, is like whatever project you're undertaking, whatever journey you're undertaking, it's gonna be amazing. Things gonna fold in an amazing way. In the near future, like, only thing you're required is to maintain that faith, maintain your hope, maintain, you know, like, don't lose hope, don't give up easily, and something amazing is gonna unfold here. Let's take one last oracle card. We have here heal thyself. So interesting, Libra got this as well. So you are going to be in a place where you're not going to seek outside validation anymore, where you're not going to seek, you know, kind of like anybody to fix you anymore. You're going to be in a place where you will probably spend a lot of time in nature as well, and you will get to a place where you know exactly what is it inside of you that needs shift, that needs transformation. Number 24 could be important. You could be 24, or something important could have also happened when you were 24, and there's going to be an important, I think, closure of a chapter of that energy. So my dear Scorpios, I think it's a very beautiful reading. I wish you amazing month of July 2019. Again, all the information about our anniversary sale and our webinar is in the description box. Make sure to check that out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Again, I wish you amazing month of July, Scorpios, and we'll talk soon. Bye bye, guys.